So it's time for the FA Cup. Darren seems want to have a go in this. And I'm getting deja vu. Hello everyone and welcome to this FA Cup tie 4th round review. It's Sheffield Wednesday versus Fleetwood Town. Yes, I said that last week on Saturday because we played them in the league. This week we're doing it in the cup. Strange world we live in. If you could like, share, and subscribe to the channel, I'd much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm. Sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live and when live streams happen. And also, the Talking Wednesday is out every Tuesday at 5 PM. It can be found on the 30 Box channel. And please go give us a rating. It really does help the podcast out. So, Wednesday are playing Fleetwood Town again. They have Sean Rooney back this time. Good bit in the press conference from Darren Moore saying he'll give him a big hug and all that kind of stuff. I like things like this. It's good. Let's have a look at team news. The team news makes it look like Darren is going for this. So, the team news is Dawson, Hunt, Palmer, Iorfa, Femiwu, Johnson, Adeniran, Volks, Winder, Wilkes, Patterson. The subs are Stockdale, Brown, Flint, Deli Bashiro, Backinson, Bannon, Byers, George, Smith. Interesting to see Bannon and Byers on that bench. Maybe they'll get, say, 10 minutes out, run out just to get something rushed out. Interesting to see Wilkes and Patterson up top as well. That's what I think it'll be. Fleetwood go with Lynch, Andrew, Weirdo, Vela, Robinson, Lane, Okamendi, Hayes, Asila, Rooney, Earl. They have McMullen, Shuri, Warrington, Holgate, Gardner, Patterson, McDan, Carl Johnson, and Jones. Now, like I said in the first in the preview, Nappers can't be at this game. He is actually very ill indeed. Bless him. He's had an infection. He's seen it all, and it's just got worse from there. We all wish him the best, and hopefully he's on the terrace soon. But he needs to rest up. Hopefully, the part of me that I really want us to win, and I hope Nappers is okay and doing well. But yeah, we all send him our best from 41 and the Talking Wednesday team. But let's see if we can go through to the next round of the cup. It's big money if we do. I think it's 120,000 if we go through the next from the 4th round winners. It's a big amount that can go into the pot, and it looks good on bank balance and stuff like that. So let's see what happens, and hopefully we're through to the next round. So first half, we really did. We did well at attacking and just trying to get forward, and there were good little bit to play. Wilkes has been offside so many times in this game, though. It's been very frustrating. I'm not going to lie. It's been very frustrating to see him get offside so often, but he'll get that run right eventually. Played some good stuff. He's had 3 kicks. Ironically, Rooney for Fleetwood is on a yellow card, and he's walking a bit of a tightrope where he could get possibly another booking. It wouldn't surprise me if there's a change at half-time for Rooney because he's walking a very tightrope for Fleetwood, and they don't need him to go down to 10 men again. Some really good balls into the box, just nothing really properly clinical in the final third. Good going forward. Great work by Palmer. Great work by Winder. Trying to get the ball forward. Adeniran been really good. Volks have got the ball forward. Patterson some really good defending at the other end. And you're like, can we get this going to a point where we can actually get a goal? Because it looks like we're there. We're nearly there. It's one of those ones where you're looking at the game, you're like, we're nearly there. We've nearly scored so many times. And it's just not there yet. We've had like 70% as possession. We've had 6 shots, but none of these shots have been on target. None of them have really made the keeper work for it. And that's where we need to improve in the second half. Maybe in the second half, it's something like we do bring on a Smith or Gregory to try and get that goal we need. Because at the end of the day, we are just struggling with getting that final third action. We're getting into the right position, we're just not getting the right clinicalness when it happens. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can improve in the second half, but at half time it is 0-0. Second half, and it's not great for us because they go 1-0 up and they look better for it. And you're thinking, right, what can we do here to try and do it? And it's a good ball in, don't get me wrong. They do really well with it and they manage to get the goal and they go 1-0 up. And the tempo was flat by us. We were just really not into the game, really. It took us ages to get into the second half and start moving going. And you're like, right, can we get this forward? Can I get that forward? And at times the passes were going really well, but then we have to do the substitution where we have to bring on Byers, Bannon, and Gregory, and Volks, Adeniran, and Hunt all go off. And when you're having to bring on the likes of them, you know things are not going right because it kind of thing you want that to. You need them to get the mat fitness back, but you want to give them a little bit more of a rest if need be, just to make sure the injury's not too bad. You don't want Bannon going for every ball kind of thing. And we look good, though. We get forward. We have a really good chance. Bannon has a chance. But then there's an absolute delicious ball by Johnson into the box. And it looked like Wilkes had got his foot to it, but in the end, sadly, it was a own goal for Earl. Wilkes, that being said, has had a really good game of football, really run forward. The best game I've seen him again, playing just behind, trying to get into between them and get that ball. And he's done really well, pressurising well. Him and Patterson have done well on the off run. And you're like, let's get this done. You want to get the game done to bed. You don't want to get it played, I think it's February the 7th when these games will get played again. And you're like, we don't need to play this game again. We have a really good chance again, getting ball forward. Gregory heads over. Then Gregory also right near this 80th minute heads and hits the bar. We're really banging on the door to try and get this goal. And then you're starting to see what can we do to get this done. And you're thinking, let's just see what we can do and try and get through to the next round. They're 9 minutes of at a time because there were so many players from Fleetwood bending down and inspecting the grass to see how long it's grown during the game because it's been one of those games where that's what it felt like. Like every time there was a chance, they went down. So it's been stop-start. Referees really struggle with that. And then in the 90th of added time, we have a little bit of an issue with Femiwu. He goes down and he goes off, and hopefully it's not a bad injury. He looked like he wanted to come back on. Flint came on for his second debut for Wednesday, and we nearly got it into Patterson. Windass nearly had a great bit as well, but they managed to clear it. And again, we have to now go play Fleetwood at Highbury for the second time this season. We could have done without this. This game could have been done, dusted, and finished. We really needed it to be finished and done and dusted today. We did not need a replay. The only saving grace is Ipswich got a draw with Burnley at home, and their replay will be on the same week as us when we then both play each other on the Saturday. If anything, this falls perfectly for Plymouth because they've got two teams who are still in the cup competition who have to play more games. We've already had like games rearranged. We've got like a very busy March now. I think it's the 7th of February where all these games will get played. So we have to now see what happens at Highbury, get the job done, and if we go through, we go through. We don't, we don't. We do have our unbeaten run going, but it's one of those ones. Would you want it to keep the unbeaten run going today, or would you want it to just get the competition out of the way and move on to the league? I don't know. There's part of me that wants to keep that unbeaten run in all competition going, but I also understand we need to do stuff with the league. Great to see Bannon and Byers get some minutes as well, which is perfect. It'll help us in the long term. Let's hope Femiwu's injury isn't bad because that could change what we do on Tuesday or Monday. There might be more things. I know Nelson has just been released by Cardiff, which is going to be interesting because he was somebody we were linked with. But we're going to have to go play Fleetwood again. Hit Plymouth all over again last season. But we're going to go play Fleetwood again at their place, and we'll see what happens in that game. But it's 1-1.